Bulawaye, Tavwa, we love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bulaminaka, I'm Linda Form, a student Suva. I love listening to Today FM because they play latest music and they rock.
Hi, my name is Osinate. I'm from Ba. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula, I'm a curator from Nandi. We love listening to Today FM. Here in Nandi, it rocks.
Hi, I'm Shania. I'm from Lotoka and I love Today FM and it rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Yanavanaka, Fiji. In this bulletin, Waterways Ministry races for cyclone season with new methods. Unionist Felix Anthony allowed to travel abroad. And turtle conservation remains a challenge.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Edwin Nunn.
As the cyclone season approaches, the Ministry of Waterways is busy ensuring that flood-prone areas have defences against the elements ready. Various measures have been taken, but the communities must inform the government if they need dredging, clearing of drains or other measures early on. The authorities expect more rainfall once Fiji enters the cyclone season in November.
Data that we have shows that the intensity and volume of rainfall is increasing both, which means that we need to increase the capacity of the waterways.
The ministry has spent the last 2 years dredging rivers in flood-prone areas. It's also brought in machinery to clear rivers and block drains, which are a major cause of flash flooding. There are also new dams to hold floodwaters.
Retention dams in upstream in Nandi, the two rivers, so that if there is a major influx of new volume of water, then the dam will retain that and release it slowly. So likelihood of flooding in the lower floodplains will be very low.
Our commissioners on the ground and the directors to work with smarter, work with partnership, especially working with communities who have great wealth of resources.
The Waterways Ministry is looking to initiate a long-term flood mitigation plan by studying rainfall patterns and historic flooding data. Government officers will also visit flood-prone communities to see that all preparations are in order. National Workers Union General Secretary Felix Anthony has been allowed to travel overseas this Friday. Anthony had indicated yesterday that he will travel overseas from this Friday until the 20th of October for work purposes. Anthony is charged with one count of malicious act. The charge relates to alleged false statements by Anthony on 26th April this year to a reporter from the Fiji Times. The statement in question relates to the expiry of employment contracts of the Water Authority of Fiji workers, which the Director of Public Prosecutions alleges tended to create or foster public anxiety. The DPP alleges that Anthony knowingly spread false news by way of his comments to the Fiji Times. The matter has been adjourned to October 23rd. Sea road licensing will be put in place by the Infrastructure Ministry. Minister Chone Osomate says the license will ensure that ferries service their routes as scheduled. Osomate says this license will benefit travellers as they will arrive at their destinations on time. He says shipping companies will be monitored to ensure that they do arrive at their scheduled destinations on time, and adds the ministry is working to further develop and enhance local shipping services.
NSF and the ministry is working on the sea route licensing. So that sea route licensing means that in certain areas, the trip from Natovi to Namboalu at a certain time, they will be given a license for the trip at that particular time. Companies will need to take up that. There will be some obligations for companies.
Trying to conserve turtles and at the same time meeting the demands of our traditional obligations is a challenge. This was one of the major talking points at the Fiji Sea Turtle Conservation Workshop in Nasese, Suva. Ali Kimbia with the details.
The preparation of a recovery plan is a way forward to protect our sea turtles.
There's been issues with enforcement compliance, but this one-day meeting today enables the stakeholders just sit down, have a look back what works, what needs to be done.
Many coastal villages consider turtle meat as part of their food tradition, and the fight to conserve it may not come easy.
Everybody use it for traditional obligations, and I think we have to move to other places, every community around Fiji.
For WWF, getting the various stakeholders together is vital as an urgent action is needed.
I guess there are two levels in this. The first one is that once you explain to people where is conservation needed, it's much easier because then they will get the knowledge and they can decide for themselves.
The conservation of turtle is a huge challenge for the WWF, and they are currently working with other relevant organizations, including the Ministry of Fisheries, to try and persuade coastal communities to join the fight to save sea turtles around the country. Ali Kimbia, FBC News.
Health professionals are taking a different approach when treating cancer patients. Minister Dr. Ifiremi Wangainambete says while the ministry has international best practices to follow, doctors are going the extra mile to work with patients on a case-by-case basis. New methods are being used by doctors to treat people diagnosed with cancer. The minister says his ministry is keen to improve the professionalism of the health sector.
Doctors such as physicians in cancer treatment is predominantly around one providing neoadjuvant therapy in terms of chemotherapy and so forth, but also in terms of palliative care. And that is something that I'm very pleased to see that we're doing better now than we used to do before.
Coming up, Flying Fijians to be named today. And Babasing Alliance ready for IDC. Stay with us.
Bula na lang ko siya ba? Dotale taga vuelo rongo serma ko na do fijo na kasi.
Bula eu Veronica Melo toka. Dotale veo na radio fijoan ando mai viti. Na vango merre telawa. Go ngai tabua. Ando tale ta kana rongo na radio fijoan nando mai viti.
Bula go ngai no ke imba. Ando tali ta wale na rongo na radio fijoan nando mai viti. Na wale.
Ana dango saniter kwati. Radio Fiji One and Osuri.
Radio Fiji One, Nandomo Iviti.
Welcome back. The Flying Fijians have moved to Osaka, Japan, which will be their base camp for the Georgia clash. Head coach John McKee put the players through 2 grueling training sessions on Sunday and is satisfied with the effort and commitment. McKee is going to name his team to play Georgia later today. The majority of players who started against Australia in the first pool match of the Rugby World Cup are expected to be named on the run-on side.
I've been very pleased with the way that players have remained focused this week and particularly through the training yesterday where we undertook 2 pretty hard training sessions and the players worked very, very hard. Of course, what will count is our performance on Thursday. So, we've got to transfer that good training performance and potential into match-winning on-field performance. So, the players are very aware of this, and we'll have our final tune-up tomorrow morning in Osaka.
Scotland picked up its World Cup campaign with a 34-0 bonus point win over a resilient Samoa. In sweltering conditions last night, Scotland needed 2 second-half penalty tries to claim the extra point. Lombasa has stepped up its preparation for the upcoming Courts Inter-District Championship. The defending Battle of the Giants champions are continuing to fine-tune their skills at training sessions, knowing they're in a challenging pool for the IDC to be played next week. Lombasa is pooled with defending champion Lautoka, Ba and Tavua at the IDC, which kicks off on Tuesday at Nandi's Prince Charles Park.
We are in the tough pool, but we will try to maintain our record that was in BOG, as we have won the BOG, so we will want to still maintain our game so that we win the IDC.
It's reset and refocus time for the Fiji under-23 football side ahead of their semi-final clash against New Zealand in the OFC Olympic qualifier. After going down to Vanuatu 1-0 over the weekend, coach Marika Rondu and captain Savenada Balendrokondroka are confident Fiji can cause an upset tomorrow. However, to beat New Zealand, Fiji needs to work on its finishing touches. Fiji will play New Zealand at 12 p.m. tomorrow at Nandi's Prince Charles Park.
We have a few more days to work on. Recovery is more important. I think coming with a very tough plan so that we can contain New Zealand. It's not going to be easy because they can change pace at any time. they'll slow the game down. At one point in time, they'll make it fast. So we'll have to prepare ourselves from all aspects.
Cloudy conditions and afternoon showers are forecast for the Fiji group today. And that is your FBC Morning News. Remember to join us at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. For these stories and others, you can also tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. That's it from me for now. Have a good morning.
Hi, I'm Shamiza. And I'm Salma. We're from Nandi and we love Mirchi FM because it's hot.
My name is Rajnita Lata and I'm from Vatulaloba. और हम सब मिर्ची एफएम सुनता है because it's hot. Hi, my name is Vinita. I'm from Lambasa. I love listening to Mirchi FM. It's number one.
हमारा नाम सागर रेड्डी है. हम लोग स्कूल में, हम लोग घर में और कहीं भी रहता हम लोग कल मिर्ची एफएम सुनता. गोल्ड टाउन तावा में मिर्ची एफएम दागो मामा.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.